Welcome. This is the eKnowledge PowerPrep eBook overview. The eBook is an exact duplicate of the 3-book printed set, but for the first time it is now available electronically from within the PowerPrep program. The eBook has sufficient content to be used on its own as the basis of a complete semester-length SAT or ACT prep course, or it can be used in conjunction with the PowerPrep program. With the release of the ebook, you now have the option to access the printed book materials, but directly from within the PowerPrep. Book 1 is called Getting Started. It has 120 pages, and it contains all of the details about the exam, including sample syllabus and tracking options. Okay, Book 2. This is called the Workbook. It has 472 pages, and it corresponds to the video classroom. You can think of it as the textbook for the course. The workbook covers every testable topic and teaches every concept on those topics. I'll show you an example in a second. After teaching a concept, the ebook provides the students with multiple practice questions that test that particular concept. Also, critical to the student is that every practice question has incredibly detailed explanatory answers. This is one of the major features that sets the PowerPrep and the ebook apart from most other programs. But the workbook also has an added bonus. It includes lots of extra content that is only available in the ebook or printed books. So in addition to all the practice questions, the workbooks also have additional bonus practice questions for each concept. This equates to hundreds of bonus practice questions with the same meticulously detailed explanations. So if you or your student requires additional practice beyond the classroom and drills, the ebook will provide that additional opportunity. Okay, so let's look at a couple of examples of the basic ebook approach and content. This is where it will teach a concept, then test the student's competency with practice questions and detailed explanatory answers. Here you see the program interface. The orange book icon is the link to the ebook. As you can see, the ebook is easily accessible within the program. There are basically 3 ways to use the ebook material. You can open the ebook and then read through it just like a regular book. Here you see the ebook is open, and this is the internal navigation for the ebook. And here are the 3 books: Getting Started, Workbooks, and Drills. Also, you can notice here that it does track your progress. So it gives you a % complete, the total number in the denominator, and the total number completed in the numerator. So this one is 1 out of 268, this is 8 out of 1036, 0 out of 412. So you can use this internal navigation to access the content in the ebooks. You could click on Workbooks, then go to Math, and then let's say we want to look at Geometry and then Angles. Then you can see it opens up that part of the book, and you have all the controls up here about the size. You can make it bigger, smaller, whatever. You can move it around on your screen to whatever fits, but you use it just like a book. Okay, besides the electronic navigation, when you open the ebook, you have this electronic nav over here that divides the ebook into sections. You also have the internal table of contents within the book. So this is an example of geometry. When you get into the geometry section, you have the printed workbook table of contents. So you can use it just like a regular table of contents. Go through and find what you're looking for. If you want to learn about proportional triangles, it's on page 74. But also at the end of each section, there is an index. So algebra came before geometry, so I'll just show you that. Here's the algebra index. So you can look up alphabetically content if you wanted to learn about reverse FOIL. That's on page 43. So you have the electronic navigation over here. You also have the internal navigation of a regular book. And I also wanted to show you, let's get rid of that, that as you use the electronic navigation here, it will track your progress. So let's go back to math, workbooks, textbook. So that's a breadcrumb tracking up here. Remember, there were 1,036 in the denominator. So as you go through workbooks, there's 440 in math, and then in geometry there's 119, and then in angles there are 18. Let's get rid of that. And then here are the 18. And you can also use this little function up here to see them all. Here's all 18. And so you can also use this as a navigation. And as you open each one, it'll open it to that part of the book, and it will check it for you so that you'll have tracking. So if I wanted to learn about right angles or straight angles, remember, this is all over the internet, so it's available to you any place where you can get an internet connection. So there's angles. Okay. But also, another way you can use it is in conjunction with the virtual classroom. So I open up the virtual classroom, I go to math, and we were in geometry, and we were learning about angles. So now we have the video, and if I look at the angles, or the video for angles, but up here on the reference files, now it opens up the ebook to the same place that corresponds to that video. So I have the video playing, and I have the angles inside the ebook. I can access the content for the ebook from within the video classroom. So those are the three ways that you can access the content, whatever works for you. Okay, let's look at a quick example of all of these. So directly from within the ebook, I can go to workbooks, math, and I was in geometry, and if I want to learn about triangles, this takes me to the location in the book where I can learn about triangles. And then I also can use the internal table of contents and the internal index, but I can also go inside the virtual classroom, math, geometry, triangles, and start watching the video on triangles, and at the same time I have a drop down that takes me to the content inside the ebook. And as you can see, this content is going to the same spot. So whether I access it directly like a regular book using the internal nav or using the book's printed navs, or if I go to it from within the video classroom, I can get to the same spot. Okay, book 3 is called Drills. It has 186 pages and includes multiple questions for each topic covered on the exam. So after a student learns a concept, then they show competency with all of the practice questions, then it's time to work on timing and comprehension in the drill book. So let's take a quick look at the drill book. So again, you can go at it directly from the ebook. Here's the drill books, 3 books. Now we're in drills. And let's stick with math since that's the example we've been following, and geometry. Open this up bigger. So here's the geometry drills index, all the different areas of geometry that are tested. There's the table of contents, and then here's where the drill. So here are 15 questions. This is more like you would see a traditional quiz or a test. And then here's the quick answer key, tells you level of difficulty and exactly what concepts are tested on that. And then it gets into the detailed explanatory questions. So that's the way the drills work. So after you've learned concepts inside of the classroom and you show competency working on the practice questions with the detailed explanations there. Then you go and do multiple questions in succession and then look at the explanatory answers. Okay, those are the 3 books included in the ebook: Getting Started, Workbooks, and Drills. I hope this helped, and good luck on the exam.